First, Stoicism and the resilience of Marcus Aurelius. At the heart of the challenges we face lies a timeless philosophy that can be the key to unshakable inner strength. It's Stoicism, a school of thought that has shaped some of the most resilient minds in history. And among these Stoics, Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher-emperor, stands out as an icon of wisdom and endurance. Let's embark on a journey through time, exploring how Stoicism and the lessons of Marcus Aurelius can teach us to rewire our brains for resilience. Stoicism isn't just a philosophy, it's a daily practice, a way of living that prepares us to face any storm with calm and strength. Marcus Aurelius, ruler of the Roman Empire and one of the most prominent Stoics, lived a life filled with challenges. Amid wars, diseases, and betrayals, he remained steadfast, guided by Stoic principles. His Meditations are not just personal reflections, they are a manual on how to live with virtue, wisdom, and above all, resilience. One of the cornerstones of Stoicism is the distinction between what we can and cannot control. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not external events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This idea is revolutionary. Imagine facing life not as a battlefield where we fight against fate, but as a space where we exercise total control over our reactions and emotions. Another key aspect of Stoicism is acceptance. Acceptance doesn't mean being passive or giving up. It means recognizing reality as it is and working from there. For Marcus Aurelius, accepting reality was the first step to transforming it. In accepting, we free ourselves from the weight of desire and frustration, opening space for action and positive change. And what about the Stoic perspective on adversity? For the Stoics, challenges are disguised opportunities. They believe that character is forged in the furnace of difficulty. Each obstacle becomes an exercise to strengthen the mind and spirit. This is a powerful mindset, seeing each problem as a chance to grow and learn. Resilience, according to Marcus Aurelius and Stoicism, is not innate, it is a skill developed through practice and dedication. Our journey in the upcoming segments will unravel how to incorporate these Stoic principles into our daily life, transforming every challenge into a step toward a wiser and stronger existence. Second, Stoic principles for modern life. Imagine integrating the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius and Stoicism into the chaos of the 21st century. In a world filled with uncertainties and challenges, how can we use these age-old teachings to strengthen our minds and spirits? First, let's address the concept of control. In our daily lives, we are often confronted with situations beyond our reach. Traffic, the behavior of others, global crises. Following Stoic logic, the key is to focus on what is within our control: our actions, our reactions, our decisions. Think about a recent challenge. How would it be to approach it with this mindset? Less frustration, more focused action. Now, let's talk about acceptance. Modern life is full of expectations and pressures to be a certain way, to achieve certain milestones. Stoicism teaches us to accept ourselves and the world as it is, not as we would like it to be. This doesn't mean conformity, but rather a deep understanding that some things are beyond our control. By accepting, we free up mental energy to focus on what we can actually change. Another vital aspect of applied Stoicism is perceiving adversities as opportunities. In work, relationships, personal crises, each challenge is a chance to practice virtue, to grow, to become stronger. Instead of lamenting difficulties, the Stoics encourage us to embrace them as an essential part of our development. Furthermore, the practice of daily reflection, a lesson taken directly from Marcus Aurelius's Meditations, can be incredibly valuable. At the end of the day, take a moment to reflect on your actions, your thoughts, your progress. This exercise not only helps us stay true to our values but also provides deep clarity about our lives and choices. These Stoic principles are more than just philosophical theories. They are practical tools for a fuller and more resilient life. They teach us to navigate life's storms with balance and wisdom. In the next part, we'll explore how to apply these Stoic teachings in specific everyday situations, turning theory into practice. Third, applying Stoicism in everyday life. Now that we understand the basic principles of Stoicism and how they can enrich our lives, let's dive into how to apply them in specific everyday situations. How can we practically use these ancient lessons to face modern challenges and strengthen our resilience? Consider, for instance, the professional sphere. The workplace can be a minefield of stress and frustration. But what if we approached our professional challenges with a Stoic mindset? Imagine facing a challenging project or a conflict with colleagues not with irritation, but with an attitude of acceptance and focus on what we can control: our contribution, our communication, our posture towards the problem. This not only reduces stress but also positions us as balanced and effective professionals. And what about personal relationships? We all face disagreements, disappointments, and conflicts. Here, Stoicism offers us a valuable perspective, understanding that we can't control others, only ourselves. This means approaching conflicts with empathy and openness, striving to understand before being understood, and remembering that our peace of mind doesn't depend on others' actions, but on our reaction to them. In moments of personal crisis, be it a loss, an illness, or a financial setback, Stoicism shines as a beacon of hope. Remember Marcus Aurelius's words about facing adversities as opportunities for growth. Each difficulty becomes a test for our inner strength, an invitation to practice acceptance, courage, and perseverance. And let's not forget the power of daily reflection, as practiced by Marcus Aurelius. At the end of each day, take a moment to contemplate your actions. Ask yourself, did I live according to my values today? What could I have done better? This practice keeps us grounded, aware, and aligned with our deepest principles. Finally, Stoicism teaches us to value the present. In a world that constantly pulls us towards the past or future, learning to be fully in the now is a valuable skill. Each moment is an opportunity to practice virtue, to appreciate life, and to act according to our values. In the next and final part, we will conclude our journey through Stoicism, summarizing the key points and exploring how this timeless philosophy can be a guide to a more resilient and fulfilling life. Discover how the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius can transform your financial health. The Path of the Prosperous Stoic is not just an ebook, it's a roadmap to prosperity and balance in life. Fourth, integrating Stoicism into life's journey. We have reached the conclusion of our journey exploring how Stoicism and the lessons of Marcus Aurelius can transform our way of facing life. This ancient philosophy, more than a set of ideas, is a path to a more conscious, balanced, and above all, resilient existence. In summary, Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control and to accept what we cannot. This simple yet powerful shift in perspective can revolutionize our life experience. By concentrating on our own actions and attitudes, we gain not just peace of mind, but also the agency to effect positive changes in our life and in the lives of others. The practice of acceptance, a Stoic pillar, is not about resignation, but about recognizing reality and acting from that understanding. By accepting challenges, losses, and adversities as inevitable parts of life, we open space for growth and overcoming. Furthermore, the Stoic view that adversities are opportunities for growth is an invitation to face each difficulty with courage and optimism. Each obstacle becomes a training ground for virtue and inner strength. The daily practice of reflection, following the example of Marcus Aurelius, helps us maintain clarity, humility, and alignment with our values. By reflecting on our actions and decisions, we become more aware, more intentional, and wiser. Finally, Stoicism reminds us of the importance of living in the present. By embracing each moment, appreciating life as it is, not as we wish it to be, we find true freedom and joy. By incorporating these teachings into our lives, we are not just adopting a philosophy, we are choosing a path of resilience, wisdom, and virtue. We are choosing to live with purpose, with courage, and with a serenity that comes from a deep understanding that, despite all the storms, we have the power to maintain inner calm. So, as we progress in our own journeys, let us carry with us the lessons of Stoicism. May we find strength in the words of Marcus Aurelius, wisdom in the practice of reflection, and joy in the acceptance of life as it is. May each of us build a mind and spirit as resilient as those of the great Stoics, ready to face any challenge that life presents.